Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Adventures with Emma. Just to recap, last week we visited Riverdale Farms. We got to see so many cool animals and such a beautiful farm. This week we're at the Brickworks. Now you may be wondering, what is the Evergreen Brickworks? This location used to be the site of a brickyard. Do you know what a brickyard is? A brickyard is a place where bricks get made. Do you know what a brick is? A brick is something we use to build houses, apartments, and just buildings in general. Take a look around me. You can see a bricks right there. The Brickworks was falling apart around the 1980s, and so the Evergreen Company decided to take it over and restore this historic place. Evergreen is an environmentally friendly organization, which means that they help save our planet. Brickworks is considered a public space, which means the outside part is open all the time. But because of COVID, we will not be going into any of the buildings today. This site, as Evergreen puts it, is Canada's first large-scale community environmental center. It is a dynamic venue for exploring ideas and leading-edge green technologies, and a vibrant public space where visitors can engage in a broad range of hands-on environmental programming. The Brickworks address is 550 Bayview Avenue. It's located in the Don River Valley. We did last week, and as I will continue to do, it is important for us to do a land acknowledgement. We must remember that we are guests on this land and always respect that. Evergreen acknowledges that the Brickworks site is built on occupied Indigenous territory, the traditional homelands of the Wendat, the Pontoon First Nations, the Haudenosaunee, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. The territory is governed by Treaty 13 and subject to the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Covenant, an agreement between the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe constituencies and allies to peacefully share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. Today, the meeting place of Toronto is still the home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have this opportunity to work within this territory and the community as a whole. Ready? Because we're going to head on over to our first location, which is the Tiffany Commons. But before we do that, it's fun fact time. Did you know that 500,000 people visit the Brickworks each year? That's so many people. Can you count that high? Here we are, this is the Tiffany Commons. Here you can find 4 of the 6 plants in the Plant Positivity Garden. The first garden is called the Restore Garden. Here you will find plants that help out our air and dirt become clean again. Let's all take in a nice deep breath. Ready? Go. Do you smell that? That's fresh and clean air. Next, we have the Develop Garden. Here you will find plants that will blossom, grow, and wilt, and then start again as the seasons change. The next garden is called the Heal Garden. All of the plants here can help us heal from our illnesses, and that's super handy right now. And finally, at this spot we have the last garden called the Renew Garden. This garden is just meant for us to look around and enjoy what it has to offer, so take it all in. Let's head on over to our next location. But before we do, it's fun fact time. Did you know that the Brickworks was built in 1889? That makes this place 139 years old. Just in time, we're at our next location. This is called the Pavilion. It's a cluster of buildings that are used for Evergreen to host something like their farmers market. And today we're here for it. Farmers markets are open on Saturday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. Spots to eat your food or just to relax. There are picnic tables and benches scattered all across the Brickworks. You just have to look to find one. But we're headed over to the children's garden now, so let's go. Children's Garden. It is a space that is designed to activate the imagination of all the children, inviting them to engage in open-ended play. Here, the children are free to create whatever they want. They can be architects if they want, and use the environment around them to just build whatever their imagination desires. Because the Evergreen Brickworks is located on such an expansive amount of land, everyone can come here and visit the hills, the ponds, and the gardens. It's so pretty, and the next locations we're going to be talking about is the Weston Family Quarry Garden and Lookout Point. Next, we are off to the Weston Family Quarry Garden, and these last two locations are just to showcase the beauty of Evergreen Brickworks. Wow, just look how pretty it is here. Our next location is Lookout Point, which is right up there. I'll meet you up there for another fun fact. Now that we're up here, do you want to know what the fun fact is? The fun fact is just look how pretty this view is. It looks like we've come to the end of our second adventure. Thank you all for joining me, even if it is virtually. I've had such an amazing day. As I've mentioned before, the point of the series is to get everyone out of the house and come enjoy these amazing spaces. There's a scavenger hunt attached to it, so you can have even more fun if you come down. And I just want to say thank you again, and I'll see you next time on Adventures with Emma. Bye!